Don't say those words I've heard before. I'm getting my nerve.
Hey guys, happy Black Friday to y'all. To those who want to do Black Friday shopping, I hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving. I know I did. I'm even eating some mac and cheese right now with some ham and some pecan pie. All of it is delicious. But today we are back at it, and this time we're going to be going to the Dimensional Rift. I think my first video was based on fighting the Light Golem, but this time we're going to be going up against Timekeeper Benji, it looks like. And apparently it does, I guess according to the day of the week, what element you'll fight. In this case, we'll be fighting the light one. Yeah, Timekeeper Benji. And he gets attacked every turn up to 8 times. So he gets max attack on 8 turns. Go by. So this look like something you gotta beat very quickly. Yeah, Draka. Everybody uses Draka for this. Jeez. I don't got 10 Drakas just sitting in my party, so we're just going to work with what we got. And so far, I don't have no problems with my team. They hit very hard. But this dungeon is specifically for those who are only able to go into it. Got the level, and you have your units purple start at least. I recommend you don't fight this dungeon till you're at least level 50. I mean, some guys are the late 40s can do it as well. But your early 50s is when you're going to be fighting this dungeon. And it's the best chance you got. I mean, I'm level 57 right now, and even I kind of think I'm going to struggle here, but let's see what happens. I got a couple of ascended already, or not ascended, super ascended. So I've been here before and fought it, but it is tough to do. Do not waste all of your energy on this if you're not ready. You just gotta put the grind in, man. You gotta up your levels up some. Get better units specifically pertaining to this, because these units in these dungeons hit very hard, and you're gonna be upset and try to spam it over and over again. That's just my warning to y'all. So I'm gonna go into it today and see what I could do. Let's get it. Alright, I'm running out of slots all the time. Alright, I'm almost at the max number of slots you can have. Damn. Alright.
Tick-tock, the clock unwinds, each second stolen, a fragment of time. Shadows dance where light won't stand, a crimson moon to light the dead. A smile veils the void I bear, a predator's charm, a predator's stare. Beneath the guise, a truth takes form, a storm of sorrow, dark and forlorn. In the echo of the clock's decree, I wander through eternity. A curse, a gift, my fractured fate, forever chasing what time won't abate. Step into the midnight walls, feel the cold where the shadow calls. A symphony of broken years, bound by time.
Now right here, usually in the middle of these, you're going to be fighting a Radioth that has a lot of HP. That's what makes it hard as well. So you got to take some heavy attackers into this, or some sap units if you're going to be fighting the boss that requires sap.
The hunter untamed, a wish unspoken, a truth untold, a fragile dream in hands so cold. The hands of time, they twist and spin, yet I'll defy what lies within. Each face I wear, a fleeting role, each borrowed hour, a piece of my soul. For what I seek, I'll pay the cost, no matter the lives, no matter the loss.
See, each of my units all have over 10,000 attack, and it's still pretty hard to beat this. So you want to take some debuffs with this, such as attack down, weaken, defense down if you can, and it has a hard retribution. He also has built-in healing, so You can't sap this, I don't think, can you? No. So you just got to take sheer force against this.
Untamed. Do you see the fear in their eyes? Do you feel the please their spirit dies? But my path is mine alone. Through time's abyss, I've made it.
Alright, even as heavy hitting as my units were, you probably seen it earlier that I'm hitting for over 1 million on all of my units. Even as hard as I was hitting it, it was still pretty hard to take down, as you just saw. But you gotta have units that can hit that hard, otherwise it's gonna keep healing and it's gonna get stronger and stronger and beat your units. So you gotta take overwhelming force against it. I also recommend taking a healer within your party. Like in my case, I took Aphrodite, I think her name is. I haven't used her in a while. Never looked at her in a while, sorry, it's her name. But Aphrodite, she's good, and she gives your units additional attack. So even with her buffing, and as hard as they hit already and being ascended, you're going to have a challenge with this. I'm going to say this once again, do not do this dungeon until you're ready, because you're going to be spending a lot of energy on each attempt, and you're going to be angry that you're not going to be able to play the game for the rest of the day because of that. Alright, let's see what we got here. Got a low egg. Mentioned, nah, this wasn't that fruitful, but it's pretty decent. Yeah, see, it takes 25 energy to do this, so if you're going to do this, make sure you're ready to do it. You gotta have the party to do it. You gotta have a hard-hitting party. And that's on each of these. Some of these you don't have to worry about as far as strength, as far as damaging goes. You might have to take a sap team with you. That's what I do against the wood timekeeper Benji. But I mean, it all depends on, that all depends on what you have to take with you. It's going to be hard. It's not going to be easy. I mean, I kind of ran through it because I got a team prepared, set up to fight through it already. And they each hit for over 10,000 attack. But, I mean, you got to make sure you have a party that are willing to do that. These are for more your veteran players, people who've been playing for a little while. But I wish you best of luck in your attempts. Alright? Regardless of whatever level you are, I don't care if you're level 10. I wish you the best of luck. If you find some way to beat it at level 10, you better tell me, because you either weld the hell out of the game or you know something I don't. I wish you guys blessings. Once again, happy belated Thanksgiving to those who celebrate. Happy Black Friday to those who participate. Kuroka, over and out. Hey guys, welcome to the post-battle brief of versing Light Timekeeper Benji when you go into the Dimension Dungeon. When you go to fight against it, as I said earlier in the video, you should be at least level 50 or before you come here. But if you can go in there earlier than that, that's fine. But at this point, when you're about level 50, you at least have a handful of Astromon you can fight it with. But what you're going to need to go up against it with are a high attack damaging team with a bunch of either weaken, defense down, or attack down, or anything that reduces buffing. I don't know if this count as like a buff per se, like an attack gain you get from a healer or a shield you get from a healer, but if full buff breaker works against its passive, let me know. You could take recovery seal too to stop its healing, but you're going to want to take above all high attacking units and at least one recovery unit. That's why my team, as you've seen in the video, was a super evolved Lenore. I even got Laura right here, a designer Laura. She's good. Mine has over 10,000 attack with Bastion gems, so she has a shield too. Another one that I took with me was Draconis that has punctured, so it does I'm pretty sure that was the key to why I beat it so easily. Puncture is also good against it, as well as taking a healer that gives you attack, which is why I have Aphrodite with me. Let me see. Aphrodite's also a good one. She works, and she also comes with an attack down, so she's definitely good for this. She's a defender. She can tank a lot of damage, so she's kind of a no-brainer to me. I take her every time I go into that dungeon, unless I can take, say, sometimes I might take a a King Arthur in there, but that's only because if I'm trying to just like risk it for the biscuit and beat it quicker than what I normally do. But you want to take anything that debuffs its stats or anything that buffs your own. What you do not want to take with you is anything that applies any type of immobile or any CC, as I like to refer to it to. You can't stun it, you can't petrify it, you can't shock it, you can't do none of those. Don't try to take sap with you either, as you already witnessed in the video. Sap, it's sap immune. It's pretty much Jesus. So that's not going to work either. Any debuffs aside from those, Thirst, I guess, could also be good. Seal also doesn't work against it. It's one of those bosses. If you're not going to take these three, you can take a recovery seal against it too, so it don't heal. It's hard for it to heal on the turns. But you want to take units with you that hit really hard and drop attack down. Like, for example, this is what I took with me. It was a Super Lenore, but he drops attack. Mine has super ascended already, so it also has weakness to it. Weakening to its passive skills, or all its skills. It has weakened to it as well, so he's kind of a no-brainer as well to take on my team. And he has Elemental Edge, so when I go to hit it, I know I'm hitting it as hard as I can. But you want to take him with you. Just avoid tanks. Another one I took with me, which is Fire, which, Draconus, really. Fire Draconus is kind of the key to most... Where the hell is it? No, he doesn't have weakness. He has... Attacker. Puncture. Here we go. There he is. First one. This will get you through most dungeons. Hands down. Fire Draconus will get you through most dungeons. It's helped me out in a majority of my fights. It has morale boost where it gives your team 15% SP when it attacks. And, which means it gives you access to puncture a lot quicker. Which he hits extremely hard. Yeah, I've yet to have problems fighting with him unless it required a boss that, for whatever reason, you need to sap it because it had too high of HP or too high of a defense. There's one combo I know people do during when you're in the void dungeons. When you fight in that, I don't have any type of defensive. Where is it? It's not lethal strike. It's a defense one. And is it really not here? Oh no, this is it. Yeah, it does 500% more damage according to their defense, which if we petrify something and attack it that way, I don't have access to that. Excuse me, I went out. I don't have access to that. I don't have any lethal strikers at all. I mean, I need to work on that. But back to the monster at hand. Yeah, anyone who, or especially any of these bosses, this is what you're going to be fighting. And if you're going to fight against this, and he's an attacker too, if you're going to fight against this in the Dimension Dungeon, you gotta take high damage, and you need a healer, because the monsters before him are going to wear you out. I mean, it's not even up for debate. They're going to wear, unless you're just that far into the game where you just, they just don't hit you hard at all. But if you're not paying attention, they will whoop your ass. So you want to beat this quickly, or if there's any debuffs you can apply to it, you can try that. I don't think it works, but yeah, see, persevere. Yeah, this stacks a maximum of 7 turns. This stacks a maximum of 8 turns, but it's 8 turns stronger, and it's 25% each turn, so it can gain up to 200% of its original attack damage. So again, high damage, all the buffs. If you have anything that's a self buff, like anything that raises your attack or raises your attack and defense, those are also good as well. I'm assuming, I don't have this, but I'm assuming for that people take Okanos here. And she's a dark, she has weaken, and she has a stat buff. This is probably the perfect healer. It's probably the only thing that's better than excuse me. This is probably the only thing that's better than Dark Aphrodite that I use. I don't have it. I don't have a Dark Akanos, but if you go into that dungeon one last time, make sure you are prepared. Take high damage dealers that can hit for more than 1,000,000 and do debuffs. Don't try and take sap units. You will cry. If you are below strength to fight this dungeon, you will again cry. You're going to spend 25 energy per attempt. So only do this when you're ready. You should only be here in this dungeon anyway. if and only if you are strong enough. It's the only benefit you get out of it. It's meant for players that are pretty decently far into the game already. If you're not, then you're wasting your time. So let's go back to it real quick. Let's take a look at it real fast. Dimension Rift. I don't even think I did it today. No, this is the dark one, and the dark one is the one I gotta fight. So this is what you're going to be fighting. I like the fact that they put the recommended Astramon tooltip here. Yeah, Draka's always first on top of this for any of these bosses. Any boss you fight, he's just standard to have. I just love him. And for this, it just recommends like 3 of each. But yeah, you're gotta be pretty high level. You know, like I said, I got a few super ascended with me here. If you're not at that point, again, you're wasting your time. It's 25 energies, and you only gotta be it 3 times. I mean, you see me, I already got 54 energy, and I could recycle this just by watching an ad. But I mean, I don't mean to make this super polarizing. This is meant to help you guys. If you succeed, congratulations. The risk is worth the reward. If not, I hope this is able to help you to some degree to help you perform better next time. But you guys take care. Happy holidays once again. Kuroka, over and out. Blessings.